Hey guys, Tim and Shana from Punk Rope. Lesson 6. We've finally arrived at double unders, but before we get into the heart of this lesson, we want to show you the difference between singles and doubles. Singles, double. Singles, double. Yeah. You might not have seen any difference at all, and that's because Shana's form is so perfect. So there are two significant differences. One is the jump height. It's higher with double unders. And two is the turn. It's 2 consecutive turns created by a snap of the wrist. So those are the two differences. Now when we last saw you, we were working on singles speed and we went over mistakes, and that's behind us now. So we're gonna still put the rope down. I know. You want the rope. We'll get to it, I promise. But we need to work on these drills first. So first thing we want to consider is the new jump. And this first drill is called the tapping drill. And it involves you jumping high enough that you can tap either your hips or your thighs 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now that rhythm is really important because it's going to replicate what you'll do with the rope. Snap, 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 snap. Okay? So as you elevate, you want to get that first tap in pretty quickly, and then the second one at the height of your jump, and then you're going to be on your way down. And let's just do 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. Let me see if I can close in a little bit. You can see Shana's hands. Ready and go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Now she taps a little higher than I do, but that's fine. Ready, set, and go. Good. 1, 2. So you're trying to establish a rhythm. Now, be mindful of your landing, because if you land before the second tap happens, then the timing is faulty, okay? Because you should still be in the air on the second tap, and then you would come down. All right. Try a couple. The other thing to consider is the first tap. You don't want to tap yourself when your feet are still on the ground, because that would mean that the rope is going to just hit your feet, right? You need to be elevated at least a little bit. So ready, set, and 1, 2. 1, 2. Little jump, little tap, second tap. Okay, awesome. So guys, what we're going to do is practice this with Shana for 15 seconds, and we'll do a pause in between each tap. All right, we're not at continuous yet, so you're going to come up, tap, tap, land, pause, come up, tap, tap. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to be consistent, find your rhythm. Second tap before you land. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Nice job. That was great. Okay. Now Shana's going to show you what this looks like with continuous simulated double unders. So that means every time you land, you're going right back up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. It's very easy to get out of sync. Usually you'll feel it, or you'll notice that you're landing before the second tap. So we're going to try this as well. This is a little bit more challenging. Let's try this for 10 seconds because it's many, many more jumps. Okay? All right. So we're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Go, 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 go. Good. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Awesome. All right. So you're going to want to go back to those drills periodically. They're both very, very effective. And we're going to leave that now. And we're going to pick up our wrist trainer. Although at home you may not have a wrist trainer, so you may need to grab your rope and fold it in half. And this drill will still work with the rope folded in half. It's a little bit more challenging because there's a bit more weight, but it can be done. So maybe we'll show it to you both ways. I think that would be useful. Before we get into it, let me just say a quick word about your shoulders. All right. When you're doing your double under turn, there's a lot of stabilization happening at the shoulder. All those muscles around the joint are bracing, and they're bracing hard. Now, if you've had a shoulder injury, if you're in rehab, if you have a tendency to dislocate your shoulder, if you have pain, discomfort, please be mindful of how your shoulder feels doing this drill, and if it really is bothering you, just take a break, okay? Wait until you recover, rehab, and then you can try again. So what we're doing now is working on our turn. Instead of 1 turn, 1 jump, we have 2 turns for 1 jump. So what you're going to see is Shana's wrist rotate twice. The first rotation I'm going to close in is the aggressive one. Ready, set, and go. Ready, set, and go. Ready, set, and go. So that first snap is the one with the most power. The second one is a follow through. And we've been talking about this a lot in relation to music, and without getting too complex and without trying to confuse you, it's a little bit like that clap clap in some songs. You know, that little clap clap? Yeah, that. You'll hear it in some Motown songs.
Can't play music, we're on YouTube.
All right, that's right. We don't want to get busted for copyright infringement. So while you're doing the snap, similar to the windmill swing when we were working on singles, you are keeping your elbow in tight. You're keeping it fairly quiet. It's going to be working, there's no question, but we don't want it to be working too hard. And we especially don't want the shoulder to work too hard. It's working too, it's stabilizing, you'll feel it, you'll feel that contraction, but we don't want a massive rotation at the shoulder or at the elbow, okay? All right, so let's start with the dominant hand. Okay, so if you're righty, you're going right. If you're lefty, you're going left. Remember, your grip is light. We'd rather you not choke up too much on the handles. If you got your wrist trainer, great. If you got your rope folded in half, great. If the rope folded in half feels a little awkward or you're having a tough time, then fold it again. So now you got a rope folded in quarters. Snap, 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 snap. Okay, so what we're going to do is snap, turn twice, pause, and then we'll do it again. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. Okay? All right, guys. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Ready, set, and boom. Ready, set, and boom. Good. Go. 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 Good. Excellent. Trying to control the rope. Get some power from the wrist, some speed. You'll hear that sweet sound. And we got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. That's awesome. So now we're going to take it to the other side, to the non-dominant hand. Going to do the exact same thing. Shana's going wrist trainer on this one. And guys, you're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Boom. Go. Go. Good. The tempo is up to you, but we want you to pause a little bit in between double turns. Keeping that elbow in tight, head up, shoulders relaxed, soft knees. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Great, guys. So again, you're going to want to come back to that drill repeatedly. So important, especially on the side where you feel the greatest challenge. Typically, that's non-dominant, but not always. Okay? Good. So we worked on that with rope folded in half. We showed you the rope folded in quarters. We showed you the wrist trainer. Now we're ready to take it to the next level, which is add a jump to the turn. So as the rope is approaching the ground, that's when you want to snap, and just shortly after you snap, you want to jump. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Good. Timing is critical, because if you jump too early, you'll have to jump a lot higher. And if you jump too late, the rope's going to whack you in the feet or the ankles. Okay? Now, if you're having a tough time keeping those elbows in tight, you might remember the shirt trick. You can bring the elbows inside your shirt. If you don't like that trick, or if you're having a tough time getting the elbow in there,
The elbow trick.
then you can grab a couple of small stuffed animals. If you don't have small stuffed animals, you can grab a couple of rolled up hand towels. Those work fine too, right? So if you're not keeping that towel in tight, it's going to fall to the ground. Instant feedback, you'll know that you need to keep those elbows in a little bit tighter. Okay, so we're going to practice the 1, 2, 3 drill with a jump with the dominant hand for 30 seconds. Okay, so here's where timing is a huge factor. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, boom, good. Syncing up that jump. The turn initiates first, but just a split second after, you want to elevate. Landing soft and relaxed. Awesome, guys. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Good. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to switch it over to the non-dominant hand, and we'll do the same thing. And remember, we want to just get everything in sync. So we have the snap of the wrist. Just a split second after that happens, you're elevating, and then we have the follow through, which is the second turn. Okay, guys, 30 seconds again. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it. Up, 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 up. Excellent. Perfect. 15 seconds left. Keeping that elbow in tight. Great wrist rotation. Nice jump. Doesn't have to be huge, just enough for the rope to get under your feet. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good. Really nice work. That's great. Okay, we're going to leave you with one more drill, and that is continuous turning or consecutive double unders. Now that doesn't mean you're going nuts and turning that rope as fast as you possibly can, because that's not going to work. We're still getting the wrist snap and the follow through, then the landing.
Suggestion?
And suggestion is going double wrist trainer. Gonzo. Okay, so we're going double wrist trainer here. Now, if you don't have that as an option, that's okay. Don't worry about it. but Shana wants to simulate as best as she can what it feels like to do continuous double unders. And that's, of course, everyone's ultimate objective. So we'll show a couple. So this is with the feet on the ground, that's the feet off the ground. Go, go, and that's continuous. Okay, good. So 3 ways to do this: feet on the ground, double turns, pause, double turns. Then snap the wrist, elevate, double under, land, some singles, double under, land, some singles, okay? Or consecutive. We're gonna just go consecutive here, and let's see if you can stay with us for 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds, all right? Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. There's no chance of missing, right? So you can be confident. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Great cardio, great drill, great for your wrists, great for your timing, great all the way around. And we'd like you to practice that as well. So your homework is going to be work on all of these drills. Quick recap. You have your tapping drill, right? Tapping drill, elevate, first tap, second tap at the height of your jump. And this can be done either double under, then pause, or double under consecutive. Boom, 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 right? Okay. And next would be your turning drills. You can do this with one wrist trainer or a rope folded in half. It's your double turn drill with some singles in between. Dominant and non-dominant hand. Okay. Now once that is feeling okay, you can add the jump, right? So you've got the turn and the jump with pauses in between. Dominant and non-dominant hand. Can also do that continuously. And then the more advanced progression would be with 2 wrist trainers, okay, or 2 ropes. 2 ropes might feel a little awkward, but certainly 2 wrist trainers. So that's your homework. Work on those drills, and then we will see you tomorrow for lesson 7. Okay, guys? Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.